Hello and welcome to tutorial 103 video 3, and in this video which is the final video, we're going to be going through the node list, and if there is a particular node for a specific symbol in existence, then we're going to upload the data. Okay, so first of all, just to provide some useful information as we're running the program, I'm just going to add a print statement here saying uninitialized. In that way we'll know every time that this is run, because we'll get a print statement appearing. And what we're going to do is go through the nodes list. So first of all, to get the nodes list, we're just going to go nodes list is equal to doc dot, and we're going to do this by getting the nodes based on the tag name, which is symbol. So get elements by tag name, and the tag name, as I say, is symbol. So this is going to get a nodes list object for all the nodes with a tag name symbol. We're also, I mentioned before, going to be using a thing called a variable called match, and match is going to be false unless we find a node with a particular symbol corresponding to the symbol that we're currently using. So first of all, we're going to say if nodes list is not null, then begin. And we want to look at each node in turn within the nodes list. So we're going to say for counter, and counter is a variable that's already been set up, equals 0 to, and then we're going to count the number of nodes in the nodes list. So nodes list dot count -1, begin. And what we're going to do is find each node within the nodes list by using this counter. So we're going to say node is equal to nodes list dot item of, I'm going to put in the counter, then we're going to find the attribute from that node. So we're going to say attr. And again, if you just go and refer to the inputs, you'll see that attr is set up as an XML attribute. So we're going to get the attribute for this particular node. So we do that by saying node attributes, like so, node.attributes, and then having got the attribute object, we want to see what the text is for that attribute. And let's just also just add a little print statement here, just so we can see what's going on and just help to debug the program a little bit. So I just put dot inner text and just going to copy that, and then we're just going to see if this is equal to the current symbol. So we can do that by just copying that and saying atch.innerText equals symbol. Now if it does equal the symbol, so we can say if, I'm just going to copy this, and what it means is that we have a node already stored for the symbol. So what we then need to do is update the values, which is actually pretty straightforward to do. So we're going to do that in a begin statement, and we've got a node, so we go node.item, and then we know that the items are delineated by those names. So datetime is one of them, pivot 1, pivot 2, pivot 3 are the other ones. Dot inner text, and then we simply store that with an updated value. So in the case of the datetime, it's going to be again EL system dot date time dot now dot to string. Then we just need some parenthesis at the end of there, like so. So that updates the value for the date time, and we do something very similar again for pivot 1, pivot 2, pivot 3. What I'm going to do is just stop talking for a moment and just update that information as well. Having done that, we need to save the file, and we do that by doc.save, and again we enter the name of the file, which is a user input, which we can just go to the top of the program and copy. And what we also need to do is just say that we have a match equals true. In other words, we have found a node for the current symbol. Then we just want to put in a end statement as such. And in fact, we need to just close off our begin end. So we've got begin end, end, and then one more end, like so. So we've got the 3. So let's just verify this and make sure that we've not made any typos. So it looks like we have there, looks like we missed semicolons for these 2 lines. Okay, let's just try that again. Okay, no, got another error here. Looks like I inadvertently overwrote a few lines here in this second section, so I'm just going to go back and reinstate those. Then I'm going to again apply it to a different symbol. Okay, so I think the program is back to where it should have been before I inadvertently overwrote some of the code. So let's go to okay, so you can see that that has now this symbol has now been added to the XML file. So the next thing we want to do is just check and just see if the pivots and the date time are updated when we refresh a chart for an existing symbol. So what I'm going to do is just go to the dollar EUR USD. I'm going to make this into a smaller time frame, perhaps. Let's say a 1 minute. It's just going to change our pivots, and what I'm going to do is just go Format, Analysis Techniques, going to switch it on, then I'm going to switch it off. I could have just done a Control R. And now if we go to Dreamweaver, you'll see it's asking us, do we want to reload it? And what we should see is these values here should update when we say yes. So let's just look at those closely, and you'll see indeed we've updated the values to the time, or what the time was a few seconds ago, and some new values for the pivots. Anyway, I hope you have found this tutorial useful. Thank you.